What's up, folks? Sorry about the jerk in there. Ah, little weird there. Why am I so jerky? Huh. Give me a second here. I shouldn't be so jerky. Why am I so weird? Hold on 1 second. Let's see what's going on here. Shouldn't be so jerky. See what's going on. Let's see. Is that better? Let's see. Give it a second. I'm gonna have to come back in. For some reason, I'm a lagging. Hello, Lulu Bell. Hello, Lulu Bell. Sorry, I'm lagging for some reason, and I don't know why. So I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna go out real quick and come right back. Okay. Let me try something here. Okay, am I better? No, not really. Let me see something here. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Mark, Lulu Bell. Like I said, Web Plus, thanks for coming in. I don't know if you're still here, but hello. Let me figure out what's going on here. A little weird. Don't know why. Oh, love the picture. It is pretty cool, isn't it? Hold on, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. I'm kind of lagging. I don't like it. And I want to get back in YouTube because I like being in YouTube at the same time. Oh, it seems fine? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Then I'll go back to YouTube. Let me do this. Do that later. Do this. Let me come back in. I like to be in the room too, if necessary. Okay, how's everybody doing? I just look kind of jerky on my end. I don't know why. I don't know what it did. I'm going to check my settings here real quick. Let's turn that crap off. You can see my ugly face better. I forgot I even had that on. I wanted to see what it looked like. Actually, it does make me look a little better. This looks awful. Okay. I'm going to make sure I'm good. Now, turn that crap off. Turn that crap off. Well, let's turn that one off. There we go. Everybody can hear me just fine? There we go. We're slowly come back. I'm a little weird. You guys are seeing me fine. I ain't going to worry about it. So everybody having a good night so far? Good week? Mark, Lulu Bell? Anybody else? It's just, somebody left and come. What happened? Man, this is all messed up. It says I got 2 of us watching, so who's still with me? I'm going to try to reboot my YouTube too. There we go. One's watching. Am I the only one left? What happened? Looks like it's streaming already. See if everybody comes back. What's going on? There we go. I'm here. I'm back. So it looked weird on this end. It still does. They hooked up a new, see, I look weird I'm looking at YouTube and it looks kind of laggy. And I'm afraid to go out of, because I don't want to end the stream. But maybe it'll get better as we go. I don't know what happened. See, down to one person again. It's like everybody's. What is going on? What happened? I am kind of weird. Yeah. Hello? The audio sounds good. Okay, I'm going to go with it. And whoever shows up, shows up. We'll give it a while. And if I'm going to be the only one tonight, then I'm just going to leave. I don't know what happened. Seems fine on that end, and that's the last thing I've seen. So if anybody's left, please let me know. Audio sounds good. Thank you. Yeah, I'm lagging a little bit, but I think I had to redo everything, and it's just kind of catching up. So I can tell I'm looking at the YouTube screen, and it looks a little laggy, but I'm not going to. It'll clear up, I hope. I know it's not YouTube. It's happening on my end, too. Looks kind of weird. But if it looks all right on your guys' end, I'm not going to worry about it. It's like something's lagging. Oh, well. So, Lulu Bella, I hope you're doing good. I hope people come back. Yeah, we got back up to 3. Give it a minute. Hopefully, as the night goes, it gets better. I had to redo my whole computer and update everything. And they installed a new camera thing for my camera. And it's acting kind of weird since they've done it. Let me check something here real quick. Let's see if we can make this better. Okay. I'm just going to do something here real quick. I'm going to turn that off. Hey, that seems to... Oh, much better. It will get better now, I hope. I'm afraid if I reboot, I'm going to lose everybody. Hello, Aunt Adna. Hold on, I'm having some weird issues here. I'm looking kind of weird. Yes, Mark, I know. You don't have to tell me. They're not even on here now, so don't even worry about it. I know who it is and what it is. There we go. I'm going to don't go nowhere. I'll be right back. I'm going to see if I can fix this. Okay. Well, we're just going to go with it. And hopefully it gets better. I want to do some adjustments. That just seems kind of laggy. Yeah. It seemed kind of, I could see it on both screens. It don't look too bad on YouTube. It looks worse on mine than it does on YouTube. Yeah, see? Hello, Nicole. Video and audio is good for... Okay, then I'm going to let it go. If you guys think it looks good, I'm going to go with it. Because it looks weird on my end, and I don't know why. But like I said, I had to redo some programs and stuff. I had no choice. It was time to do it. He said it may take a little time to get everything adjusted. So as long as you guys see me fine and I'm doing good for you guys, I'm good to go. So once again, let me reinitiate here. Hello, Mark, Lulu Bell, Edna, Nicole. Yeah, it's weird. It started off kind of weird. I was having issues earlier because I like to check everything and before I come on. But I'm good. Yeah, that's not part of it. Nah, Mark, that's not part of it. I'm very aware of things, Mark. I'm a computer. I wouldn't say I'm a computer geek, but I know my stuff. I'm ahead of the game, dude. That has nothing to do with what's going on. Hello, Latro Smoochie. I'm gonna try not to be too loud. My voice is a little goofy now again. I'm slowly coming back, which is nice. Cindy shows up. Cindy Lee shows up. I'm going to play her new video she sent, put on Facebook. We got 2 new ones now. I think I showed the first one yesterday. And if Gemma's watching, hello, honey, good night. I'm saying honey because she's a sweet lady. Hey, Adna, I hope you're doing good tonight. Hope you're feeling good. I hope your good day the other day was lasting you or lasted. It's kind of on and off here. We get to feeling good for a couple of days, then we're like, but we're all putting up a pretty good fight, you know. I'm gonna check out this. I may have to uninstall this new camera program they tried to get me to load up. I don't like it. Seems to kind of mess with my camera. Maybe once I figure it out. I have it off, so it shouldn't be affected. You guys say I look good, and I'm looking at YouTube, but see, I'm streaming at the same time, so. But I do look a lot better on YouTube than I do on my own screen, which is really weird. Yeah, today sucked. Just hang in there, hon. It's going to be up and down days, and you know that. Just stay strong. I know it's hard, and it's a bummers, but you'll get through it. Believe me, you will. You'll get through it. You're a strong lady. Keep your mind busy. On your down days, that's the key. Keep your mind busy. Find something to read, do. Oh, don't be showing Christmas trees yet. Hello. There you are. There's Mama Lee. Mama Cindy Lee. Yeah, I'm going to play the other 2 tonight, too. Hopefully, Gemma's watching. Bless her heart. Now, remember, she's doing oracles Friday night, 7:15. I'm pretty sure the Pixie's streaming tomorrow. I don't know. I'm taking she is. She said the other night when I saw her in somebody's chat, I think it was one of the chats, she said she was, and I told her I'd be here. So as long as she lets me know by tomorrow afternoon. Oh, it's fine. I'm kind of having some weird issues on my end. Everybody says it looks good, but my main screen looks kind of goofy. It's kind of laggy, but I'm going to go with it. I mean, it's only a couple hours, so I'm going to keep it a couple hours tonight until I start feeling 100%. And I think starting next week, I keep saying this, but I think starting next week, I'm going to delve into myself so you guys get to know me a little bit better. The 10th was a month. They said it would take 3. Yeah, it's going to take about 3 months. Just be patient. It's going to take your body to recover. Okay, you just got to remember that. Your body just went through a major thing. And it takes time. Thanks. I try. I have my days. Believe me, I have my days. I'm wearing my shirt. We got to promote. We got to push the merch. Come on, folks. There's some good merch out there. My cup. Oops, in my cup. Dragon. I love this thing. Fried my brain, I fear. Nah, it didn't. It did. I wouldn't worry about it. Edna. You'll be fine. Like I said, that's the key is on your down days to stay busy. And it will get better. I think I'll get a hoodie. Yeah, there's some good stuff. I'm going to go back. I may order a couple more things. I'm going to start wearing my stuff on Wednesday nights, rotate it through, help push it. I like these. These are the ones she did special for me. And that's another thing. Arisha can do special order stuff too. I mean, the blankets she did for Gemma, they were beautiful. They were well done. My son wanted the Harry Potter creature blanket that she did for somebody. And I don't know what they want to call him. I'm not a Harry Potter guy. Hey, Infinite, how you doing? What's up? I'm trying not to be too loud, but I am being kind of loud. I'm going to get a mic next. And I'm thinking about getting a better camera, too. Because if I go to Rumble, and we go to Rumble, I want to look through it. So again, I'm not sure if Pixie's streaming tomorrow night. She needs, if you're listening, Pixie, please let me know. You said you were, so I'm assuming, but until somebody gives me a definite answer, then Gemma, Friday night for Oracles at 7:15, and then I'll do Gemma's replay Saturday night. And if I'm bored, I may do something Sunday night. We'll see. And then she has I believe her members video is coming out Monday at noon. So she'll have 11 o'clock premiere, I believe. Then a members video at 12. I'll get something after Christmas. I'm kind of broken until then. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You got all those grandkids to buy for, man. That's what I should be bugging. Just buy everybody my merch for Christmas. That'd be hilarious. I wouldn't do that to my family. I might do it for my kids, though. Now, she had a bad day. What I need to do is make her go and run around the house a couple. No, I'm just kidding. Is it cold there, Edna? All you people? Now, Sydney, I know it's probably kind of cool there. It's getting cold here. Wasn't too bad of a day. Still a little chilly. We're supposed to warm up this weekend. I'm just checking the chat. Nobody news come in. Let's see what we got going here. We got 9 people watching, and how many participants? 5 people. Somebody disappeared, so Infinite must have come in so high. Somebody left, but appreciate you folks. And those who just watching, appreciate you hanging out. Just probably have me on your browser. Thanks. It says 37 here. What? Do I have to refresh again? If there's 37 people here, I'm going to have a heart attack. It says 9 people here. Oh, 37 degrees. I was going to say, if there's 37 people in here, I'm going to watch me have a heart attack. No. Yeah, 37 degrees. It is 27 here already. Yeah, it was supposed to be a chilly night here. I want to get out. I'm hoping I can get out and catch some of there's an asteroid shower going on tonight, too. I've got 50 Fahrenheit in Austin. There you go. Ooh, that's not bad. I can deal with 50s. 50s and 60s are my fave temps. I like it in there. I love the winter. Doesn't like me anymore, but I love the winter. And my body doesn't like it anymore. I'll still go out and sled, but it looks like we're going to have kind of a mild winter because of El Nino. Being those hit and miss deals, which kind of bummed me out this year because we had a good white Christmas last year, but we had the fire too after. So I guess I'm not going to jinx myself. No, it's the boss. It's the boss. Yeah, Mark, I know about the one person. Oh, she made thumbnails. She loves making thumbnails. Gemma, if you're watching, good night. Everybody say good night to Gemma if she's watching. I don't know if she is. Let me say good night in case she's not watching. And I hope everybody's doing good. Anybody doing anything special coming up the next couple of days? Night, Jersey. All right. Sorry about the dead air. Let's get that sent. And she loves to make thumbnails. I'll be looking through those for days. I get an MRI tomorrow. My phone's going nuts. Bless her heart. MRI, what for, dude? I love MRIs. I don't mind getting in that machine. It doesn't bother me one bit. I got 2 blankets to finish before Christmas. The great grandkids. Oh, you got to make me one too. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I forget, does Gemma have stickers? Like bumper? You know, I think, yes, she does have stickers on there. They do have bumper stickers. So, yeah, I can't do anything but order online and sleep, apparently. That's the only problem when you're stuck in a house. You got to stay away from the shopping sites because you get bored and start looking. My husband is a Grinch and won't get off my Christmas stuff, get my Christmas stuff down. He's trying to contain me from doing stuff. Yeah, it sounds familiar. I was doing that, or they were doing that to me during the week when I was feeling like crap. They wouldn't let me do anything. They kept making excuses. They're a piece of, yeah, they're not hard. They're not bad at all. I have undone this week. It's been around 5 years. It's easy. A little loud. If you don't like closed spaces, if you're a little claustrophobic, it might become kind of annoying on you. Personally, I love them. It doesn't bother me, even the loud noises. You go boom, 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 and make all the screaming noises. I put her bumper sticker on my Jeep. There you go. Yeah, I think she has bumper stickers. She's got keychains. I mean, she's got the works, so I'm being handled, and I don't like it because, yeah, it sucks when they do that to you, Edna. I know. Nah, Cindy, you don't have to make me a blanket, babe. It's all right. I'm just picking. Enough stuff, as you can see. And this is not even half of it. I got stuff put away because my room's too small. Yeah, nerve. I'm thinking the same thing from the way he's talking. It sounds like a kind of a nerve or neuropathy. You might have neuropathy in your legs, which sucks. I get it sometimes. From all the, not all my aches and pains are from the Tourette's. It's also caused by all the years I fought. I fought for like 4 straight years. It takes a toll on your body. That could be a back problem. I was a tech working at Proto CAT scanners in Southern Ohio. Wow. I know that though. Wow. Back in 1976. Those were my romping years. That's hubby on chemo. He has been suffering with cold neuropathy. Yeah, it sucks. Smoochie, I've been through chemo. It sucks. I've been through a lot more than people realize. Yes, this is neuropathy of the feet. Yeah. You diabetic? I know it's a problem with a lot of diabetics. My dad gets it real bad. Yeah. Oh, honey, when I went, they slammed me in 2 different directions when I had my chemo. You couldn't touch. Thank God I was living by myself when I went through it. Thank gosh. And I mean that, Lord, because it sucked. I mean, the only person that was coming to see me was a nurse, and I'm glad because I didn't want nobody to touch me. I couldn't take a shower without screaming. It was horrible. And the meds they had me on was horrible. But they slammed me so good, it hasn't come back. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I've been clean 3 years, not 4 years now. And I want to keep it that way because Next time, I don't want to have my kids go through a bone marrow. One of them have to go through a bone marrow transplant. I don't wish that on anybody. He's on morphine. Just watch this stuff, Smoochie. Stuff's not a good stuff. I understand why, believe me, because they had me on it for a little bit. I've had radiation too. I've had chemo in both. They started with radiation. And I lost chunks of my hair. Oh, it was fun. Did you see? Oh, did Jeffy put a video out? Cool. But yeah, he will be touched, so be patient with him, Smoochie. Please be patient with him. Yeah, I know how that feels too, True. Yeah, you're probably gonna find out. I love MRIs. They're so cool to look at too. Okay, we don't need to, but that sucks. That does suck. Let's see what's going here. I'll have to lighten the mood up with one of Cindy Lee's videos. So, Gemma, if you're watching, I'm getting ready to play one of those videos. Here, let's do it. Cheer the mood up. Let me get up here first. See if I can find the second one. Got the third one. Is that the third one? Yes, that's number 3. Where's number 2? Nowhere or where. I got too much stuff on here. Make it big. Where are you, number 2? I have so much stuff on here. Is this number 2? Aha, here's number 2. Let me do this. Oh, why'd you do that? Go back. Okay, let's share this thing. Why are you doing this? Let's have a little fun. Try to cheer up everybody a little bit here. And there we go. Let me turn the music down. This is a copyright problem. Let me go down here, make it bigger. Yeah, I want to turn it up, but I'm afraid of copyright. I shouldn't be because it's a Christmas song. So yeah, she made another one. She's giving us, I think, one every day, aren't you, Cindy Lee? Okay, hold on. Let me find the other one. Hold on, I got to get it up here. Okay, let me stop sharing until I find the other one. Go back. Okay, here we go. It would be hilarious if the dragon dressed as a reindeer. If it was dragon dressed as the reindeer. Hey, that now Cindy's watching. She's the one that makes this. No, here's the third one now, Cindy Lee. I'm doing the third one now. As soon as I find it. I have so much stuff. Oh, here it is. Okay. And here's the third one. Let me get it shared. Gemma, if you're watching. Okay, here we go. Share. Let me get it going. I got it turned down for the copyright. Here's the third one. That's why I turned it down. Well, this is the third one. I can't wait till the fourth one. Edna wants me to be a dancing reindeer, I guess. Okay, that's fine. No rush. I love these. I'm kind of hoping Gemma's watching and seeing these. I'm getting the biggest kick out of them. And I know she does too. That's funny. It cracks me up, man. Thank you so much, Cindy Lee. It's Christmas to get shit. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna check to make sure, because from what I understood, there are a number of Christmas songs that are, cool to play. You just got to be careful because some of it is copyrighted. You just got to be careful. But I don't think any of the ones that you're doing are copyrighted. It's free. So we should be okay. But I want to make sure before I do the music. That's what I thought. Cindy Lee. That's her name, Cindy Lee. I'm talking to Cindy Lee. I'm not talking to Gemma. Okay. You don't say. But yeah. So anything, like I said, does anybody do anything special? I'm not doing much with her streaming Friday night. I'm thinking about taking Dad down south. Two different people, yes. Cindy Lee is who I talk to. When I say Cindy or Cindy Lee, I'm talking to Cindy Norris here in chat. And Gemma is a different person. Crazy. That's right. It's been a long day for me too. I just combined 3 videos together. Would you prefer them separated? That's up to you, Cindy Lee. She's still, I don't know if she has. I'm hoping Gemma watched tonight or is watching. She did say goodnight, so there's a big chance she might be watching this. And she got to see those. She had to mess with her Facebook again, so because she got to watch who people tag her and what they tag her. So I've been trying to make sure she sees them. And you can do it however you want. I think it's nice that you've been doing one a day. That's kind of cool because I kind of wait for them. I mean, you put the last one I happened to be on when you posted it, right when you posted it. So I got a lead on a site where I can dig up some crystals. Yeah, we have a place here now. Turns out the Ohio Indian caverns up north of here, just north of me, the old Tangi Indian caverns, they have discovered crystals too in one of the areas. So they're allowing people, you pay a certain much and you go in there and dig. So I'm hoping to go do that here soon. Maybe excuse me, got a cough drop. Maybe I'm going to take it and see if they'll let me film while I dig for crystals. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? I'm hoping to do the bonfire for Gemma's replay Saturday night. if it's not too bad outside. It's supposed to be nice here. They're cute, but the reindeer's a bit scary looking. You sissy. Reindeer are not scary. You mean creepy. I think they're cute. I love them. I'm working on a couple memes for Gemma also. She loves the memes. Always went down the creek to look for pretty rocks. Pretty rocks. Oh, you'd love it here, Edna. I have a creek just not even walking distance, and it goes down to the old Tangy. Man, some of the stuff that I find is amazing. There's a kid at the end of the street. It's about my son's age, and when he comes home from work, he gets his metal detector out and walks it every other day. Says he finds something new every time. Love the dancing reindeer. I need to find you a better picture of our face. Her picture of her face is a lot better than mine's kind of blurry. I don't have many good pictures. I have to be honest. I don't take selfies. I took a bunch of selfies for Gemma so she can make some new thumbnails because she loves making thumbnails. So I took some pictures. Maybe I can find one out of there that might look decent for you to cut up. Well, I'll take one especially for you with just my face so you can have a decent picture. Yeah, there's not much going on. I don't know who's all streaming tonight. I hope somebody good's streaming tonight. I know SRR. And I can only use what I can find. I know. We'll get you something. I'll send you something. Just what I'll do is I'll take some pictures or dig around and send them to you in Messenger or something. Okay. Always collect stones and shells. Made a lamp out of the shells. You had a guy that used to do that up at Lake Erie. He would collect stuff and make stuff with them, lamps and stuff. Boxes and boxes full. I don't know if I'd ever go that far. Out. I think Mike LB is on. Oh, okay. Is he? Let me check. I mean, that's all right. Like I said, I'm just a chilling chat. I'm here for you guys to see you guys come in and talk with each other. And that's all Wednesday really is. I think after Gemma's replay, I'm going to try to make it a little more interesting. But I like having this chill time on 10 to midnight. And if we go longer, we go longer. I'm good either way. I'm not too bad tonight, so I may go a little bit longer. We'll see how things go, who shows up. Is he streaming tonight? Oh, did they have a good one on SOR? Let's see. Oh, he is live tonight. Yep, he's live right now. Okay, well, that explains a lot. That's cool. Who's he with? Trying to see who he's with. Well, I'm glad he's having a good night. That's good. Cool breeze. Okay, well, if you get bored with me, you can go check out LIB. He's streaming. That's cool. I think he's the only one I know of right now that's streaming, other than me. And that's cool. He's got somebody on with him, it looks like. So I haven't been keeping up with certain people. Certain people I follow for streams only because I like them and I've been following them for years. Mike is fairly new. I knew about Mike when he streamed with Jeff and all those guys back in the day. And So, but I didn't really know he had a channel until, well, I knew he had a channel. I just didn't really, because you would be surprised. I had to delete a bunch of channels that I stopped watching because some of them just disappeared and never came back. I was doing that earlier this morning, well, late last night, because I got bored and couldn't sleep. I thought it was 10 o'clock. Yeah, 10 o'clock. That's all right. We're just hanging out. Like I said, what was I going to talk about? I was going to talk about something specific. Now I forgot. I wish I'd wrote it down. They had a MUFON. Yeah. They've been through a couple heads. So. Now, I used to watch Space. I listened to it on the radio. I do listen to it on the radio for years before I actually started showing up in this chat. And I only started showing up in the chat because Gemma was going to be on the weekends. But yeah, I was listening to him on the radio because sometimes I'll have him on in the background while I'm working or researching. Oh, you found a nice footprint? Cool. On his film. That's cool. Yeah, I think it's kind of weird because I'm noticing trends are kind of changing right now. Yeah, Dave Scott. He's just like everybody. I like Dave. He's all right. He was nice. He was good to me. Yeah, he was nice that I had to end up filling in for Gemma one night when she had me on because Big Willie, John and them couldn't be on. So she was gonna do the show by herself, and she talked me into being on with her. And she ended up having internet issues, and I ended up for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, kind of hanging out until she got sick. Wait, I don't know if it was that long, but I had fun. I had a good time. Then me and John, Mr. Fedora, was having a pretty good conversation there at the end. And I hope he's well. I know he still talks to Gemma, so I like John. He was a good guy. Mike only had 300 subscribers when it started showing up on Jeff's Friday Night Live. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I used to watch a bunch of them a long time ago. And then there was kind of some crap going on with a bunch of them when Sean G, Chasing Truth, and Dark Waters. I don't want to get into it, but they were all fighting amongst each other and kind of made me kind of sketchy about the scene for a while. So I backed away. That's when I'd always been in Gemma streams and Steve, the other ones stream when they had them. So I just made it more of a point to hang with them while those guys figured out what was going on between them, because I don't like sitting in a chat room where everybody's fighting and arguing. I mean, it's going to happen. This one had 5 toes. Ooh, 5 toes. Maybe it was a giant. Maybe it wasn't a Bigfoot. But giants have 6 toes, don't they, or something like that? And 2 rows of teeth. That's another thing I want to discuss one night. If I can't get Gemma to discuss it on Tuesday or something, I like to talk about giants. I want to talk about history like I wanted to do. Things got kind of crazy. Jeff has been doing his thing for about 10 years. Oh, yeah. I think I know that. Yeah, I know that. I think you've told me. I think I remember seeing him. Like, I've been with YouTube since the beginning. And then I took a break when I started having kids and had to work. But I always trying to keep up with everything. I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss anybody. I mean, there's 11 of us in chat. I appreciate you 11 folks for being here. I really do. If you just sitting back and listening, we'll hit a topic here sooner or later. I hope Edna's resting. I haven't seen her for a few minutes. Oh, there she is. I see her. She was talking about collecting stones. Latro, man, you'll be good. That MRI is easy peasy. I'm sure you've been through it before. He used my video for the intro on this one. I've been watching Jeff for about 6 years. Still here. I figured you were. Yeah, I got your necklace on. It's under my shirt. It's been nice on this baby. These and my little bracelet here. I don't have it on tonight. I was washing dishes. But yeah, these stay on me every so. If you see me without them, it's usually because either I got out of the shower or I've been working all day. I don't like wearing stuff like this when I'm doing stuff around the house. I'm kind of clumsy. It's like people yell at me for me not carrying my phone with me everywhere I go when I'm home. That's because, I get to twitching and stuff. I'm always afraid I'm going to drop it and break it. Right. It does. Now see, and I've been sticking close to home. Now I went up to the store today. Just kind of, I like I said, I can't block it or can't just ignore it. It's hard sometimes to ignore it. But I went to the store today. I was in there for a while, but I just kind of kept to myself, try to keep my eyes to myself. I mean, yeah, I saw stuff, but luckily today wasn't one of those days where I was seeing the really bad stuff. And that's when I really bum out. When you see me quiet, it's a lot of times it's because of what I see all day. If I'm out and driving around, because a lot of times I'm gone in and out of the house literally all day. If I'm not working in the house, I'm running back and forth from stores and everything. I don't know who that is. It's a girl. I didn't stay. I only saw I was just watching it through the thumbnail. It was good to see somebody on there with him. He looks like he's having a good time. I didn't listen to it or anything. But it looks like they're having a good time. That's cool. I was over in Mog's channel for a little bit the other night, and Bigfoot Rob Duke's channel for a little bit. And I kind of try to make my rounds. I want to make sure I catch Michigan sightings and paranormal encounters too. I like catching them as much as I can. I try to watch everybody's replays if I can too. Then catch up. Sometimes I probably about 2 to 3 nights of the week. I probably, when I can't sleep, that's probably what I do is just catch up on all my YouTube. Do they see you ghosts? No. Every so often they do. But because of lately, over the last, since all this craziness has started, I get 1 or 2 that see me. But most of the time, no, they don't see me. Not today, nothing saw me. And I can tell. See, that's the thing. I know when they know that I'm there. And they know when I seem to know that. And you can tell. But not today. Last few times that I was out, it looked like, I was just observing, as one might say. The girl at the hospital, the white-eyed girl at the hospital was different. I wasn't meant to see her. I don't know why I got to see her, but she made it pretty apparent that I wasn't supposed to see her. But she didn't know how I was seeing her, and she didn't like it one bit. But I didn't feel threatened by her. I was threatened by her warning that I wasn't supposed to see her, and it would never happen again. And I've never seen her since. When I went to the doctor's appointment a couple of weeks ago, I did hang around the hospital and look for my black-eyed boy, but I didn't see him this time. But that girl was a whole different situation. Now, I've had other things see me, like in the carry-out. I didn't like that. That was a little too close for my comfort. And I'm pretty sure the things inside the United Dairy Farmers saw me too when I walked in one day and there was 4 people in there and all 4 of them had something on them, even the person behind the counter. It was just not right. That's, I think, the first time I've had that many in a small area around me, and not one of them were good. All of them were bad. But I don't think they really knew I was there or could see them. The only one about the ones at the UDF was the guys that were together, and I could literally see that thing talking into that guy's ear, just talking. I could see it. It was creepy as crap. I'm pretty sure it freaked me out. Yeah. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't freak me out. Is that the cryptid? Is that cryptid huntress? The cryptid hunter. What's her name? I figured that's who it was. I just couldn't tell. I didn't look at it long enough. I knew he was streaming. Yeah, they're kind of buddies. And that's good. But yeah, so I've stuck pretty close to home, Edna. Some days I'm glad Gemma stays home a lot too, because I don't think if she was out there more than she is now, she probably wouldn't like what she was saying. The only blessing she's got is she's able to shut it down sometimes, most of the time. I'm not interested in DM's topic. I felt the energy was bad. I get defensive. I know it. Yeah, I do too sometimes. But I try not to, because if I act, how can I put this? If I see something and react, even though I'm kind of reacting within myself, that's what draws their attention. So I try not to do that. That's one thing I have perfected, is when I see something, I try not. But sometimes if it's at a distance, I'm able to kind of, you know what I mean? But when they're close, I don't try to react. And the thing is, you would laugh, but a lot of times the things I see that are following people, because people coming and going out of gas stations, or a lot of times it's at the gas station, the carryouts. I don't go to the bars too often because of it. The stores, but the stores, I'm so busy sometimes I can. It's not that I'm blocking it. I'm just not paying attention to it. I try when I go to the store, I go get what I need and get out. So the only time I see stuff is when I'm actually looking around and taking my time. So I try to hurry, get in and get out. That way I'm focused. How can you fight the urge not to say anything? I have said stuff before. If it's really bad, I've said things. I actually gave a person a ride home one day because of the thing that was following them. It wasn't bad. In fact, I think the thing was the reason why I gave the lady a ride home. She was standing in front of Kroger's, and she had a grocery cart full of stuff, and I had just loaded my car. I'm watching her, and I've seen her talk to people, and everybody kind of blowing her off, and then I realized something was standing behind her, and it looked kind of sad. It felt sad. So I walked up, and I go, "Is everything okay?" And she goes, "My Uber got canceled, and I can't get my groceries home." And it turned out she was on my way home. So I loaded her groceries up and took her home. In the car, I could tell the change in it. It actually sat in the back seat, which was weird. She got in the car, and I actually watched it sit in the back seat. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing to her. She kept saying, "Bless you, bless you." I was like, "That's all right, it's all right." I took her home. I didn't take her groceries up to her apartment, but I took them to the door because she said her roommate would come down and help her. And I made sure they were all right there, so they didn't have to, truck them all the way up to the elevator. I took them to the elevator and laid everything up in front of the elevator, made sure she came down and nobody messed with them, and I left. I actually felt really good that day after that, and the thing that was with her actually seemed to be a lot happy. So I don't know if it was a past roommate or what it was. It was definitely a human spirit, but I definitely made it feel better too, I guess. If I saw something attached to someone, I'd have to open my mouth. I know me. It's hard because see, the thing is, and when I was younger, I didn't mind saying stuff. I said stuff all the time to people, and I didn't care. But nowadays, you got to be careful. I've been threatened and stuff. So, yeah, I think I did. And I think I not only made her day, I think I made the person, the spirit that was with her's day. It made me feel good. I felt real lighthearted after that. I was in a great mood the rest of the day. And I like helping people. If I see somebody truly in need, I'm gonna step in. And I've done it. I've stopped the shoplifters not too long ago. They almost did it. I basically did it again just a few days ago. I don't know why people pick on the poor general dollar, but those poor ladies in there, they're trying to run that place and getting ripped off. That guy didn't get out this time. I made sure of it. Threatened? Who are you talking about threatened? Threatened what? That's ridiculous. Oh, you'd be surprised. I've had people threaten me for trying to warn them. You get away from me, freak up past your face. I've heard all kinds of stuff. But see, that's another thing. And this is kind of why if I think it's severe, I'll say something. Other than that, I won't. One, because if I start interacting with the person, then it knows I know it's there. And I have actually had something follow me home a long time ago. And that was the other reason why I only tell people if it's bad. It's like Dad. I don't think he truly understands. I mean, he's been in the store with me and watches my face. He's like, "What are you looking at, man? No, you're not going to understand. You don't understand. I'm your son, and you still don't understand." I've tried to explain it to him. Bless his heart. See, and I never got that, and why people act like that. You're a witch. Nah. Those are. I don't want to call them ignorant because there's some value into that, but no, it's not necessary. They don't need to call you that. Yeah, and some people don't just don't want to know, and that's very true. I'm sure it pisses you off, and it still does. I would be pissed too. Pass me off. No, I know what you meant. Yeah. I mean, you're going to have people like that. And I'm a Christian, and there are some things that a true Christian is not supposed to believe and take part on. And it's like I told Thomas, my preacher friend, I said, it's like it kills me sometimes because I'm like an unwilling participant. I don't, like you, Edna, I don't want to see this stuff. And I've seen it since I was 2 years. No, I'm pretty sure I've been seeing it since I was 2 years old. But I really started seeing this crap as soon as I hit about 4 or 5 years old. That's when I started really noticing stuff. And it just got weirder after that. Now I've got friends that actually stopped from high school that won't even talk to me. Hey, Vixen, how you doing, sweetie? If you're in here. There she is. Hello, Vixen. How are you, dear? Yeah, and so I just I try not to say anything unless it's absolutely necessary, unless it's really bad. Like when the guy in the carryout, he was drunk. He was looking like he was just having a miserable life. And then when I turned around to kind of comfort him in some kind of nice words, that's when I noticed it behind him. And when it reached around and grabbed my arms, I was not cool with that. But I stayed cool with the guy. But it did not like me talking to him. Not one bit. And that's why, too, sometimes. Because I'm always afraid something's going to follow me home. I had it happen once before, and it took me probably about a month to get rid of it. And there's nothing worse than living alone in an apartment with something that just won't leave you alone. And of course, some people already know what I'm saying. But it didn't. But once I got rid of it, it never came back. Actually, and I was in the same place. I was living in the same place that the demon encounter happened too. So, and that was all. And all that happened right before I went through my chemo because I was living in that place when I went through the chemo. Thomas thought maybe I had to go through all that because of me dealing with the demon with him, which is possible. You never know. It might have done something to me. You know, you interact with this stuff, no matter how much you protect yourself. And I don't care what anybody says. You can interact with this stuff all you want and protect yourself all you want. You're still going to pay for it in one way or the other, if you like it or not. When asked if I ever had missing time, I will always say no. But looking back, I did as a kid. Yeah, when your little fae came knocking at you, or more or less, I'd get in trouble for it. And see, that's like Gemma, you know. She was kind of forced to deny it. I never had that problem. Doing fine, Ghost. Just wandered from the dark. Just wandered over from the Black Dragon Tavern. Oh, cool. The Black Tavern. Is that actual tavern, or does Black Dragon have a stream now? Fae or aliens? I'm going to tell you right now, and this is a little bit about myself. I think I've dropped this in a few times and outright said it a couple times. Aliens are not what people think they are. Aliens are interdimensional. They're the fallen angels. I don't care what you tell me. I mean, I'm open, but I think people are in for a big surprise, a very big surprise. But I've said that before, but that's my opinion. And I think the Fae and aliens, it's all connected. Because aliens are not what they think they are. Like I said, they're not what people think they are. And I'm not the only one who believes it. And that theory is becoming more and more prevalent now. There's something fishy in that big ocean. Just watch how deep you go diving. You might find what you're looking for, and you may not like it. I'm not sure anymore. No, I think it's like Gemma's encounters and her flashbacks. I think she's had a lot going. She's had a lot of trauma and crazy stuff happen in her life. I'm surprised some things haven't come knocking on her door. Bless her heart. That's why I'm here to find out what the heck it is. You know, excuse me. Here, let me cough real quick. Sorry about that, folks. You're looking for answers is fun, and you may not find the answers you're looking for, or you may find the answers you're looking for, and sometimes that can get scary within itself. Don't stop looking at Edna. None of you guys always ask questions, even when you think the person's right. Question it, because there are so many things out there people don't understand. This is a very supernatural world in ways that we don't even understand. It's a inner tube channel. The focus is on Celtic and Norse lore. Ooh, how cool. Oh, excuse me again. Sometimes I think those cough drops make things worse. I am so sorry about that. That sounds kind of cool, Vixen. Is everyone here a psychic? I'm not a psychic. There's a difference. A psychic is a person that can read thoughts and do all that. And then Gemma can explain it better. And you may have gifts, Nicole. You may have gifts, Nicole, that you may not even know of yet, that may not come to passing yet. And some of us don't have gifts, but Gemma believes everybody has gifts, and I kind of believe that too. Oh shoot! 1 second, dang it! Now my hair is standing up in my throat. I hate that. I love to do a regression therapy. Now, I was going to do that. And actually, a very close friend, my sister from another family, Patricia, she advised me, not always a good thing. I mean, she said, if you want to do it, you can do it. And she even knew a person that would do it, who would do it, I could do it with. But she says, believe it or not, a lot of that comes out on its own. I've heard so many views, but I kind of, now I don't know if I want to do it or not, because I've thought about doing regression, because I've actually had people, I'm sure she's been abducted. There was a time span in my life a while back ago when I was in Colorado as a kid. And I walked down the road. I had like almost 6 hours missing. Literally 6 hours missing. And I was with a church group and they didn't even know I was gone, which was pathetic in itself. I wouldn't want to know where to start. There are people that can help you. And if you really want to know, I'll send you an email. Lynn from Rebellious UFO. She's a good person to talk to. She knows people that do that. Gemma actually may know somebody that does it too. So let me ask her. I want to know if it's real or am I crazy? We're not crazy. Everything else is. You're not crazy. Believe me. And you're not the only one in this world who sees the crazy stuff that you've seen. And I'm sure there's people out there that probably seen wilder stuff than any of us have seen. And I've seen some pretty crazy stuff. People don't want to believe it, but I have friends a lot of times that were with me when it went down. So a lot of them I don't talk to anymore. I'm beginning to feel excluded. Don't feel excluded, Nicole. You may be an empath and don't even know it. Most people are empaths and don't even realize it. But everybody has gifts and some are different. Yeah, I think everybody has the same gifts. It's just some gifts that we have, some people are better at them. You know what I'm saying? There's like specific things that, like, how can I put it? You work in a restaurant. You always have that one person that is great on the grill. You can outwork anybody. And then you have that one dishwasher you can't touch this guy. He's always done and ready to go. Okay? And then sometimes you have those people that are good at everything in that restaurant. But there's always somebody that has that specialty. But we all have the same gifts. I kind of see it that way. And it can be scary. If you let it be scary. Some guy tried to hypnotize me once. Yeah, they tried to hypnotize me. It was actually kind of funny because I kind of was messing with it. I was like, dude, it's not working. I can read palms, use oracle cards. Yeah, Vixen, you're quite talented. I still would like to have you on the show one night. Either with me and Gemma one Tuesday afternoon or with me. And maybe if you would do it with me one night, maybe we can get Gemma to show up for the stream. I know she's been wanting to talk to you too. I believe we all have been facing each other for years. I agree with that too. Hypnotize. Hypnotize. You know what that means. Heck, if somebody could get in my head, I think I'd freak them out. But, excuse me, I think a lot of people are like that too. You don't want to get in my head. Heck, there are times, but I don't even want to be in my own head. You may be a late bloomer, Nicole. You just haven't felt your calling yet. Usually, yeah, there might come time. Maybe it just hasn't come yet where it will just click. Something will happen to make it click, and you'll realize something. Thing is every time I walked through death's door, every time I came back, things just got. I really hate really late bloomers. No, actually, honey, I know people. It's like my dad. I know he's got gifts. He'll never, because he just things happen with him so weird sometimes. But I would never get him to convince him that he realized he might. That will never happen. But again, he's 90 years old. He just doesn't care anymore. I would love to do a collaboration with you and Gemma. We would love to. Let me talk to Gemma about that. If she's not watching, I hope she is. Sleeping. I hope she's resting. She's had kind of a long day today. Bless her heart. I would love to. We really would love to have you on. I'd actually like to have Edna on one time. And a couple other people. Because it'd be fun. I think a conversation, me, you, and Gemma talk would be an awesome conversation. I really do. And I know Gemma's always been fascinated with you. She tried to get you on a while back ago. We make sure that link works this time. And you don't have to show your face if you don't want to. So, we can. We'd love to have you on. You just have to give us a good time frame, and I just got to make sure she's free for it. Because right now, Tuesday is like, I don't know if you could do a 1 o'clock. Can you do a 1 o'clock Tuesday? We'd love to have you. Drew, what'd you say? You're here, Nicole. You must be. Everybody's searching for something. I always say that. Everybody is always searching. Even when they're saying, I'm not searching for anything, they're searching for something. Everybody's looking for something. You know how the song goes? Her little boy's cute as a button. Who's cute as a button? I know I'm cute as a button. Just kidding. I got your email about coming on and telling my latest ghost story. I was busy dying when you said, yeah. You were dying. You poor thing. Gemma's boy. Yeah, he's little man. I call him little man. We play Fortnite together. Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's a little hectic when you're playing Fortnite with a 5-year-old. But he's fun. He's a character, that's for sure. He is definitely a character. Yeah. Hope it's okay soon. Gemma, if I could show this. He sent me a picture. He sent me a picture. I got his zombie he colored for me. I got it flattening out. Got kind of wrinkled in the box. So I'm trying to flatten it out so I can frame it and hang it with when I start my kids' wall from all my grandkids and stuff. Yeah, I know a couple. I got a grandchild just like him. They act like they're like 16, 17 years old. It cracks me up. On Fortnite, I bought him a suit and tie for his guy. And he goes, it's a boss. I call him the boss. So because he calls everything when you're all dressed up, he calls it, you're the boss, man. That's fine, Vixen. I would love to. I know you work, don't you? You work, right? So yeah, if you want to work something out, we would love to have you. I know she really wanted to have you on that one time, and she really bummed out that the link wasn't working for you. Yeah, she can. Nicole, I believe she can. You do tarot too, don't you, Vixen? Don't you do tarot too? You do all kinds of stuff. Huh? I know you're a very interesting lady because you've been around a long time. I just kept forgetting that you were a fox at that point. It took me a long time after I realized who you were. Yeah, we won't make sure. You got to watch those links sometimes, but she's got it fixed. I think I'm going to upgrade her SteamYard too, and kind of like using the free version. I mean, she pays for it, and go for the Gusto, and so we can have all the bells and whistles, and that'll be easier for her too, so we can set up better streams. Because I'm getting used to doing something. This is why I had my computer messed up, so I just figured, well, scrap it, and I'm going to redo it all. Since I have a good, nice computer now, so I redid everything. I'm trying to get some good things in here so we can do graphics and stuff. I think that's why my screen's kind of wonky because I'm still trying to work out the camera stuff. I downloaded a thing, but I think I need a new camera too. Even though it's been a good camera, I lost my first one. It was a piece of junk, but it was only like $15. The one I got here is a little better. I like to be able to. It's got an autofocus. I'd like to be able to focus it myself at times. I do not do tarot that much. I find Oracle flows better. So that's like Gemma. That's why she likes Oracle. Man, she nails it too. Intuition seems work better for me. Yeah, that's the way I see with Gemma. That's exactly like Gemma. I think when she does Oracle, she flows a lot better. Things come to her better. They talk to her better, as one might say, I think. Yeah, so that's a gift. I pick up on some of the cards, when I was in chat and she was doing the card readings, the one card reading I was in chat and I wasn't involved, I would pick up on cards and I would be able to say the same thing. You've done it. Other people have done it where they come in and all of a sudden, and add to what she says. But since I've started streamer with her, it's a little harder. But I just pick up it's like I don't pick up something for everybody. She had me pull a card for somebody one night. I was going with the flow, but it just wasn't coming. But it's all on me, I guess, in the night and how I'm feeling. I don't know. So I leave that up to her. Every so often, like when she does, there's been nights where, like last week, Saturday, there was some moments there she was picking up on some cards, and there were some things that kind of touched me. And there at the end, there was a couple moments I was about ready to cry because there were some things said that kind of touched base, and I kind of knew something that I wasn't sure I should have known, and that's why I kind of got quiet. It was weird. That was a weird night, but I was in great mood. Just I was picking up on stuff, and it was weird. And that's not usually like me. But yeah, we'll hook you up. We would like to have you on. I'm sure she would enjoy it. She's talked about it. There's a couple people I'd like to get in here. Edna, I think you'd be a ride in here. You don't have to show your face. If we could get you to get in here, Edna, I think we'd have fun. Good conversation. Maybe Mark one time. I feel like she's talked about having Mark in here one time. And oh, you went to bed, Mark. I'm sorry. I missed you saying goodnight. So if you're listening, Mark, I'm sorry. Good night. It's pretty funny. We brought up Lotus the other Tuesday. She must have heard us yelling because she showed up in the comments after the stream. There's been nights where I sat and cried. Yeah, there are nights when I get off, when she gets done. There are things that go on sometimes that I pick up on and chat. See, here's the thing. I don't always pick up what's going on in the cards, but sometimes I pick up people in chat. And sometimes I pick up people that are not even chatting. They're just watching the stream. And I know there's been cases where that's happened because I'm watching chat and it's like, that's not that person. It's not that person. So whoever I'm picking up on is watching and not talking. I've had that happen a couple times. And you pick up their feeling, and like an empath. I'll show my face, but it's very expressive. Mine's very expressive at times too. Yes, yeah. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? But you hate Edna when I block you, don't you? I know when certain people, I know Jules tries it, and a couple other people try to pick up on me. And it's like, nope, this is as far as you get. I've had that happen. Yeah, see, it happens, and I think it happens to a lot of people in that chat on Oracle night. They pick up on other people. I know Shelly tries to pick up on me. She can't. She thinks she is, but she's not. Now, there's a couple times she came off close. They laugh. Yes, I know. And you know when I cut you off, don't you? That's close enough. Jules does it, bless her heart. I know she tries. So sometimes she's come off close too. You've come close, Edna. I think Gemma's the only one that's really been able, even when I try to now see her, I have a little hard time because she's my buddy. I think she has a right to know. Yep. But see, I pick up on you, Edna. I pick up on you. I pick up on Vixen. I pick up on Mark. I've picked up on you, Nicole, a couple times. Blue Crossroads. Jules. Batmom. There was one person that used to come in all the time. Darling Dead, I pick up on her sometimes. I seem to know when Casey is watching. She doesn't talk a whole lot in chat. Sometimes she'll come in and throw in a donation. But I know when she's watching for some reason. She's such a sweetie. When Be Kind used to come in, I'd pick up on her. Yeah, I do pick up on you sometimes, Nicole. Yes, I do. Sometimes I know when, even without going and being nosy on who's here and not in chat, because I can do that. I can know when people are just watching. Ralph, I always seem to know when Ralph is going to pop in. Ralph is a sweet guy. He's been, bless his heart, he's got a big old heart. So I always seem to pick up on Ralph. Mike, I've seen him now on Facebook. He seems to be doing okay. If you're watching, Mike, hello. I hope you're well, Mr. Roberts. Mike J. I pick up on him sometimes. Iris, Chris. The people that's been around a while, I pick up on them. I open myself up so Gemma can do a good reading on me. Yeah, I know you do, and I know a lot of you do too. And I think that's how I pick up on you sometimes. But Edna, with you, it's always about critters. When I do pick up on you real strong, it's usually about critters. You know that, right? I don't know what it is about you and animals. Yeah, Mike's going to be okay. He's doing okay from what I can see. He's slow making his rounds. He's just trying to make things right. He's trying to do his thing, and I give him credit. Every so often he posts on Facebook or pops in and leaves me a comment or a like in one of my Facebook posts. So I know he's okay. He knows if he needs me to yell at him, all he has to do is give me a yell. He's done it before where he says, I need somebody to yell at me, and I would yell at him. What do you pick up on? Maybe if you're in a good mood or if you're not a bad mood, not all the time. But I do pick up on you sometimes. If you're feeling a little blue or I'm not like Gemma. See, so when it's hard to pay. I get a feeling. I couldn't tell you specifically. It depends on the night, and it happens so many times a night with different people. Sometimes I get confused. I've always had a connection with the animals because I know you have. You see, that's the same thing. I don't think people realize how animals walk up to me. I mean, I'm the same way. Sometimes I get along better with the animals than I do with humans, especially the small animals. See, with me, and it's the small, tiny creatures. The salamander, the reptiles, and the amphibians, and mice. It's the small little critters that I always seem to connect with some weird reason. Rabbits, because according to Chinese zodiac, I'm a rabbit, so I do pick up on small like critters like that. Coons. I've had coons walk right up to me. Always hit the coma. Coma. I said coma, but you meant coma. I meant coma. What time is it? Oh, it's only 11:30. Cool. Almost 11:30. So anybody have good topics? I have a squirrel that keeps bringing me gifts. I don't know why I left him some pumpkin seeds. That's why. Because you were good to him. You left him some. Don't do that. Only 6 watching now. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry I couldn't be entertaining. It's tonight's entertainment night. We just let you guys run. A lot of times, whoever's running in the chat, me and Edna usually hold a conversation for quite most time. Nicole, Cindy Lee, I hope she's okay and doing well. She's listening. I know she's checking probably Mike out too. Jeff. So I miss going to the Cavalier Island and playing my harp for the seals. Ooh, that sounds kind of cool. You play the harp? I think you've said that before. I didn't know you. I love the sound of the harp. You saw the background we used for oracles last Saturday. That was hard. Let me see if I can find it. Actually, I like this background. Hold on. Let me switch it real quick. Because sometimes she doesn't show the background. That's why I always try before when I first come on, I always try to come on like a minute or two early and let the back so you guys can see the background. Yeah, this was the background we had last week. Here, I'll back out. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? Go back to my track. Nothing elegant. I love the harp. I fell in love with the harp with Harpo Marx from the Marx Brothers. When I watched him play, I was always amazed. And then after that, just anytime I hear the harp, I always stop and listen. I just love the sound of it. He knocks my window and starts and left me a cookie. And it may wait. He knocks on my window and he started it. Left me a cookie. Oh, there you go. That's like Edna's woodpecker. Yeah, he's thanking him for. It's like dad. My dad and the squirrels here. It's like watching Tom and Jerry because they get into our feeders and everything. But I've gotten kind of used to him now, so I don't pick on him as much. But he'll sick the dog after him just to give him a hard time. But they actually, when I go out and sit down and the dog's not out with me, they come down, they feed. I don't pick on them. It's like a game with him and the squirrels. I think they pick on him more than he picks on the squirrels. I called apples in my deers come. One spring I had grown into a buck. I called out and he started racing around toward me. I had to jump the fence. He wasn't a baby anymore. He was showing off for you. That's what he was doing. He was showing off. I mean, the other morning, I hear my dad going, "Uh-oh." He had let the dog out, but he didn't see there was a young buck standing over here. I'm looking at the backyard, so he was standing over in the corner and he couldn't see him. So he Puff out, and all of a sudden he heard Puff barking, and all of a sudden this big old butt goes running across the street, jumps the fence into the other yard, and Puff is standing there going, I scared that big guy. He was looking like he was thinking he was all bad. And I said, Dad, you better lucky that buck didn't turn on him. Oh, dears. I can't type. I can never type half the time anyways. It's like now I try to proofread everything before I hit send. I try. Yeah, he wanted those apples. Oh yeah, I'm sure. It's like during Halloween here. Now what people have done, and I thought this was smart. I think I said this before. About a few days after Halloween, everybody took the pumpkins and just threw them in their front yards for the deer to eat. It was like within 2 nights they were complete, and there was no pumpkins left. I've told everybody you're gonna probably find you're gonna probably find pumpkins growing everywhere from them pooping everywhere though. It's so sweet in the spring when all the babies. Yes. Now our neighbors over on the one side of us, over here on this side, they don't take very good care of the house. Backyard's kind of not cool. It's not as bad as it was, but there's a doe that comes back every year, and she has a baby in that yard that she's made it her nursery, and she keeps it back there until the fawn's big enough to walk out. They don't do nothing back there. I mean, they keep the grass barely cut. So it's like the perfect place for the little guy. Nothing messing with. Well, that's the thing. The deer population here is really getting out of hand because there's really no threat for them here. Other than dogs in the neighborhood. And most people keep tab on that. They know where they're. Yeah, they know where they're safe. All animals know where they're safe. Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. It's like me in my cave. I know I'm safe in my cave. Sometimes when I don't feel like flying, I know I'm safe in my car if I don't feel like flapping the old wings. Oh, we have coyotes here too, but they're pretty rare unless they're traveling up down the rivers like the Scioto or the old Tangi. You don't see coyotes. You see foxes. I actually saw my first fox at probably about 2 years in this neighborhood, and I'm pretty sure they're moving up and down the river. But coyotes, now if you go south of here or north of here, more south than north, down by where Chris lives in Cincinnati, along the river, the Ohio River, and around Logan, Chillicothe. Oh yeah, you probably run into a few coyotes or wild dogs. There's a lot of those down there too. And the only time I've ever seen a wolf was in Colorado, and he was by himself. I love foxes. They're weird animals. Hey, Sonny, how you doing, sir? Hope you're well. You gonna stream Friday night after Gemma? I'll come in and say hi if you're doing a late night. I'm usually still hyped up sometimes, but I've been sick. So the last few weeks I've been sick. Oh, good, man. Glad you stopped in. Everybody's good then. Good. Family good. You're good. Not sure. I'll keep an eye out. Now, she is streaming Friday night at 7:15, just so you know. You can always pop in like you do and say hi. Let me know. I might come in and bug you if you do. I don't say much. I do more of my talking here. That's when Gemma said, hey, you can stream if you want. I'm like, okay. And then I can actually get a chance to talk. Somebody asked me the other day how I can do the stream by myself. And I go, well, first of all, there's been only a few times when I've maybe had more than 15 people in here. And it's all about chat anyways. I make these streams all about chat and whatever they want to talk about. I'm just a goober kind of, what do you want to call it? Hall monitor, just hanging out and watching, making sure everybody has a good time. Oh, did you send me a pic? One second. What she sent here. I can get rid of that and redo this. Would you send me, Vixen? I like how your email's still Foxbuck. That cracks me up. Oh, a harp. She sent a picture of her harp. Ooh, I like that. That's pretty. Can I show that? I won't show you anything, but I'll just show the harp. Can I show that, hon? I got my Christmas cards out, notes this year. We haven't even put up Christmas decorations yet. I'll try to do one. That's up to you, Sonny. I mean, if you're not up to it, don't do it. That's what. But you know, just let me know if you want me around. I'll come in and say hi. It was nice that one night we hung out for a while after too. Is it okay? Oh, absolutely. This is her harp. This is beautiful. I like that. That's beautiful. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it without showing anything. See how it looks. Okay. That should be okay. Yeah, that's beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? I like that. That is some beautiful work too. I love harps. Isn't that beautiful? That's absolutely beautiful. All Celtic too. I like that. My mom would love that. I'm gonna take it off now. It grew. There we go. Oh, I love that. That's pretty. It's pretty. I tried to catch you when you, Sonny. I tried to catch you when you had Mr. Goodall on. I caught some of it, caught the end of it. So you had to go. After you left, I had to go. So, isn't it beautiful? I love that. I love that Celtic stuff too. My mom was big into Celtic stuff. Vixen must be an angel. I kind of wonder about that too sometimes. Sometimes I pick up really good vibes from her. That's why I pay attention to you so much. It's why I pay attention to a lot of people that come in here. It's because of what I pick up on. Like Nicole, that's a good example, Nicole, what I'm talking about. I pick up on people that are good, or you can tell they've had a good day. I pick up on more of the positive vibes. Now, sometimes I pick up on the negative stuff. Now, there are nights during Oracle where people pop in or people that don't talk. The people that don't talk and kind of hang out in the background, those most of the people I think I pick up on. And some of them are just, they feel so sad and lonely or misplaced. I get those feelings sometimes, and I know it's not from people. Now, sometimes I know it's from somebody in chat, but most of the time it's somebody that's not in chat that's watching. That's why in my when I leave a comment, I always say, if you watch replays or don't talk, I hope you find what you're looking for, because I get that feeling that they're looking for something. You understand what I'm saying? Do you get get the message I'm trying to put out? Mike said, I was saying this the other Tuesday. I don't have my sense of humor is weird. I admit that. I love it though. Sometimes it can be really good when I need it. So, Sonny, what do you have planned for the weekend? If you're still watching. Yes, you get it? Good. So that's the kind of stuff I picked up. See, I had to explain this to a person a while back ago, actually a couple of weeks ago. Me and Gemma are a lot alike, but we're very different when it comes to what we can do. And like I said, there are times we're together, and like when we've been together, and I'm going, "You see that, right?" And she'll, "Yes." "You see that there?" "Yes." Uh, but there are things that she can do that I can't do. And there's things that I see that she can't see. It's because there's definitely stuff that she sees that I don't see. But it's like when she does oracles, sometimes I see things behind her. And I don't know if other people in chat see it too or not. So I don't say nothing. Like the other night when she started feeling overwhelmed, she was definitely had a few things in there with her who were just, wow, it looked pretty tense. I'm kind of feeling for her. Took me a while before I started chatting. Now I don't chat. That's the same way. Now I do ghost a lot of streams. I don't talk, but you can tell when I'm in a chatty mood because I will come in and start rapping my mouth, running my mouth, not in a bad way, just Gabby. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Laugh aloud, not by a long stretch, but I once did a very lucid dream in which I was an angel. I was sent to what looked like the Vatican of the Victorian England to help a young man who was being abused by. There's a big chance you were actually probably helping that person. I could tell too, Ghost. Trying to hold all these conversations, I love it. Yeah, actually, somebody was asking me the other day, how can you stream by yourself? It's always nice to have. Well, because first of all, I don't. On Wednesday night, most of the time, I'm not running on a topic. Now, if we were talking like Bigfoot or UFOs, it's nice to have another person in with you to kind of watch chat and kind of monitor things while the other person do their thing. And it's nice to have somebody to bounce stuff off of. But when you're doing something like this, it shouldn't be hard to do it by yourself. I know Mike did for a while. And I'm just, letting you guys pretty much run the chat and run the conversation. If it gets if I still feel like everybody's getting quiet on me, I try to bring something up that's get everybody going again. Like I said, I think the most I've ever had was when I was doing the midnight streams on the weekend. I'd love to go back to that until Gemma gets her schedule back. I like having the midnight streams on Friday and Saturdays because there was a couple times I had 15, 20 people in here a couple times and for 2-3 hours. And I was always impressed with that. But I know it's not for everybody. Everybody's kind of looking for somebody who's talking about a topic and stuff, and I get that. I'm good with that. So I just try to make this a chill stream, just like Moggs does. He lets people come in, maybe push their channel, do their thing. A couple of people like that. I like that format because it gives you guys say, hey, come in and you start saying, hey, I just weird thing happened today. That's why I always ask, because one of these days somebody's going to come in here and have a great story about something that happened to them that day. We might be able to help them or work it out or figure what's going on. That's why another reason why I don't try to do too much topic stuff unless we hit a topic. It felt very oppressive to me. Yeah. And I hate that kind of feeling too when it feels oppressive too. I hate that more than anything. When you feel like somebody's so oppressive, it's kind of hard. That's like I was in a stream. I think it was in one of the. I like to watch people gaming because I like to see the game they're playing because maybe I will get it for myself. And I was in this one stream. Guy seemed like he was in a real upbeat mood. He was doing his thing. But for some reason, I knew this guy was not happy. And I was kind of worried about him. I was worried about her too, but there was also a lot of light in the room with her. So she was being protected. You could tell she was being protective. But the situation with her mom did not help that. When her mom came in and said, there's somebody out front with a flashlight looking in the door. So, because they've had some weird stuff go on there. I don't want to get into that. I'll let Gemma get into that. But, and that had me worried too. Because after that happened, if you notice, after that happens, I become a little more quiet because I'm worried if they're okay there. This was, Nicole, this was last Saturday during oracles. She had to get up and walk out because her mom came upstairs saying that there was somebody out on the front porch with a flashlight. And they didn't see nobody. But see, they have a church right across the street. And there's a parking lot basically almost right where the end of the church is like right in front of her house, and then the parking lot. And sometimes the police go back in there and sit, and people turn around there and stuff. And her mom said it wasn't that, but it seemed to be okay, thank gosh. Then felt like she was I don't know if she was being harassed. That is a question next time. Now, Friday night, we should bring that up. And I don't think she was being harassed. She had a lot there with her. That's for sure. But see, when she's at her mom's, you got to remember there's a funeral, you got a church, you got a funeral home on this just down the block from her. I mean, you can literally see the place from her mom's house. It's an old neighborhood. The house has got issues. So when she streams there, it gets kind of crazy for her. You know what I'm saying? I get it. And sometimes I see it. I don't think she realizes that sometimes I'm watching her and she wonders why I get quiet or get even more twitchy because I'm watching what's going on. I missed that. Wasn't there. You weren't there. That was Saturday night, Saturday night. So, but yeah, it happened about midway through the stream, wasn't it? I've never felt uncomfortable in a cemetery. I don't have a problem with cemetery. I mean, I'm right next to it. Well, 3 houses away. I'm basically right next to it because even 3 houses away, it's not that far. I've never had a problem in a cemetery. Never had a problem in a funeral home. The only places I seem to have a problem is doctor offices and hospitals. And even then, I'm not uncomfortable. It's just like I have to be ultra alert, if you know what I'm saying. It's like I'm on high alert when I'm in those places. They don't seem haunted to me. All cemeteries are haunted. There's always spirits walking around the cemetery. Just, you got to be paying attention. Have you seen Frighteners with Michael J. Fox, where the cemetery scene where they're all having conversations and stuff? That's kind of like how I imagine it sometimes. I've never felt comfortable. Can't she clear her mom's house? It's not that simple because she's dealing with or I believe her mom is actually dealing with a jinn. The house is old, and there was the people that owned it were of that faith. And she has tried to clean the house. She's been able to calm it down for a while, but she has a hard time getting rid of it. Because that's going to take a certain type of person to do that. And I don't think she's ready for that yet. And it's hard to do it for family because there's a connection. It should be easier, you would think, but it's not always. But yeah, this thing that's in that house, it's going to take something strong to get rid of it. And her mom's getting ready to move out of it anyway, so pretty soon she'll be done with it. Yeah. It's like Chris says, and like some things I've seen. He sent a really good video about Sage and to Gemma. Sage can clear a space and not get rid of it. And even then, if you open the windows and stuff in sage, it can come back. Sometimes you carry it back without even knowing it. It takes more than just sage, and it's like Chris says, and like Edna said here, it'll clear a space for a while. It'll give you some peace, but it's not a permanent fix. I don't think. Personally, I don't think it's a permanent fix. You're picking up on my terror. Now, see, Nicole, I spent my share in nursing homes. I don't like nursing homes either. They're so, when I walk, I think out of hospitals and doctors' offices, nursing homes are probably the worst. Because you can feel, when you walk through the halls, you can feel moments of despair and just sadness and loneliness. Why have I been left here? It's rough. And when I had my one hip done, they wanted me to stay in that nursing home for 2 months, and I wasn't having no part of it. I was there 2 weeks and got out. So I'll walk. I'll be fine. Just let me do my thing. But the insurance made me stay the 2 weeks, so I would have left that week. I thought sage got rid of bad. It does, and it can get rid of things. You just got to always remember to leave windows and doors open so it leaves. And then once they leave, you got to put a protection up to keep them from getting back in. You know what I'm saying? I think Edna can explain that. I think Gemma and Pixie and a couple other folks in here right now are probably better at Vixen. Probably can explain it a lot better than me. Because I'm more biblical. I approach things. I use sage and stuff and sea salt and stuff to protect, like, my whole property. Because of the cemetery, and since I moved back, about every 3 months, I go out here and resalt the whole property line and bless it. What? That was weird. My chat just glitched in YouTube, and it does, and it does, Nicole. But like Ghost said, it can come back. Yes. Here's Vixen. If it is attracted to the land or is an elemental, the best you can hope for is make some kind of peace pact with it. There you go. Yeah, Edna, that's exactly right, Vixen. She couldn't have put it. I knew if I call her, Vixen and Edna, and there's a couple other people that are, and Gemma, they're really good about putting that stuff in better words than I am. Now, see, like I said, I sage, I use incense, but I also use more biblical stuff for the harder stuff. And we dropped to 4. That's all right. Like I said, it's getting late. I know there's another person. I know there's other people that you guys don't follow that are streaming. That are political. I know a couple people are streaming on Rumble too. So, but that's people I know. I don't know if anybody in here knows who I'm talking about, so that's why I'm not going to drop it. But we're at 5. Like I said, it's getting, what time is it now? Oh, it's almost 12. And like I said, Mike might still be streaming. A lot of people come and go, and that's what it's about. I don't mind. I think that I would like to keep a steady 10 people, 15 people in here. Sometimes I feel like 5 people is not worth it, but I enjoy talking to you guys. So that's why I don't make an issue out of how many people's in the room. I basically do it I keep tabs for personal reasons. That way I know if I'm slacking here and I want to if I'm going to keep people coming in, then I maybe have to do some kind of topic or something. But see, this is what I like about this chat. We sit in here and we talk. Hey, I don't care if it's the same 5 people, 6 people every night that I'm on. Like last Saturday, or was it last Friday when we did Gemma's replay? We had people coming here, Ted Branson, and Other new people came in that night. It was kind of nice. We had a pretty good flow of people coming in and out of here for Gemma's replay. We're not worth it. No, you know what I mean. You guys, this is why I'm still here. You guys are the reasons why I'm still streaming right now. You are worth it. You have to think of the analyticals of her channel. And, to be honest, there are people I know that stream and have been streaming off and on all week. If they only managed 5 people, they would have probably left 20 minutes ago. They would have probably called it 20 minutes ago. So, like I said, I love having just 5 because it's just us talking. And I know the 5 people that are in here are pretty much talking. But no, it's nice to have a little more people come in while you're actually live streaming. But I also get quite a good views in the replays, which is fine too. I just feel bad because when they go back and go, oh, they just talk. But people actually go back and watch the whole replay, which amazes me too. Because we do touch on stuff and get to talking. Like we were just talking about Sage, me and Edna and Unicole and Vixen and some of the people, Cindy Lee, we've had real good conversations in here. And I know the people that are watching were watching because of the conversation we were having. And I love that. So even if we're just talking, even the people that are just watching are like, this is actually a pretty good conversation. Let's see where it goes. And I like that too. And there's times I feel bad for you ladies because there's been nights when I was doing the midnight shows, we'd get to talking about games and stuff. And I know you guys are not all into that. And comic books and movies. But you're always worth it, Nicole. This is why I'm here. These few 5 people that are left in this room, I'm enjoying your company probably more than I would 100, 200, 3,000. Believe me, it's a lot more personal. I didn't mean it the way it sounded, is what I'm saying. I sought out channels like this to see if anyone else experienced the things I do. Now I find channels repetitive. So I've pared it down to a few. See, this is the thing about the paranormal world and community. And when I say paranormal community, because people like to separate things. Bigfoot, Dogman, UFOs. It's all part of the paranormal community. It's all together. It's all connected. And yes, there's so much of it out there now. So between what you can watch on TV, and then there's hundreds, thousands of paranormal channels, not even counting the top 10s and the TikTok reviews of paranormal stuff on YouTube alone. And it's amazing how much content is out there. So it's now even harder to get views because you can go anywhere and find pretty much anything you're looking for. But it's getting repetitive. It's like somebody said, is the Bigfoot and Dogman thing getting old? Is Bigfoot now everybody's into Dogman? Is Bigfoot kind of flattened out? It's always going to be like that. There's always going to be come and go. All of a sudden, you're going to have a blur of Bigfoot sightings, and then I will get all hyped up again, or something major will happen, or something good will happen to get everybody perked back up again. Same thing with the Dogman right now. It's up and down. It's like a wave. It's like you're floating in an ocean. And some waves are going to be bigger than others for a while, and then it'll switch. Like right now, I believe right now, Bigfoot and Dogman are kind of slowing down, and the UFO is the big topics right now because of everything going on in Congress. But people don't understand this is all connected. There's a lot of people out there there's good people like Unidentified S4. Love his channel. He's really getting into it. Good stuff. I've noticed Lynn, Rebellious UFO, she's getting a little more political now because it's just so much, and people are so flooded with it. It's one of the reasons why I kind of don't want to do topics on here, because people need a break, But I'm always watching paranormal stuff. Now, well, I'm not always watching paranormal stuff, but the bulk of the stuff I follow is paranormal, political. A lot of it's about ancient history. I love history stuff. I always thought the dog man was a skinwalker. A lot of people thought that, but now that you're finding that, no, skinwalker's a little different from the dog man. Logically speaking, lycanthrope is a form of a skinwalker. So you could actually say a werewolf is a skinwalker to a degree. But skinwalker, they can not only turn into like a wolf, but they can turn into cats. They can turn into deer. And that's the thing about a skinwalker. They can turn into a creature. They can turn into a hawk, an owl. It's all connected. Yeah, it is all connected. I'm going to go back here. I still can't believe that they said that, yes, UFOs are real, and anyone was like, wow. Yeah, it's like, yeah, they're real. We've been telling you that for how long? You guys have been trying to hide it from us? I always laugh at that, too, because it's like nobody really cares. Oh, we're afraid to disclose anything because we're afraid people will freak out. First of all, somebody's always going to freak out. There's always going to be people that are going to freak out. That's just a fact. Because they don't want to believe, and then when they're forced to believe or have to see it themselves, they freak out. But you're never going to get a true discouragement, because that's the way they think. That's just a way of keeping their secrets. That's what I feel. Why can't they just tell us the truth? It's not going to happen because you have too much darkness. You got to remember. There's good people in our government and all over this world. They're trying to do the right thing by the world. But you can't have good without evil. Unfortunately, right now, there's a lot of evil, and it's being very active. And it's taking a toll on this whole world right now. Like I said the other night, like I said Tuesday in stream, there is literally a war right now for our souls, and I don't think people realize it. I don't think enough people realize it. But that's my own personal opinion. And that's why they won't tell you everything, because the evil won't tell you everything. They'll tell you one thing and do another. Hey, look at this hand. Why? And you're in the back of this hand. And I always said, anyways, even if they told you the truth, question it. It's always good to do your own research, find out what you need to know, learn what you need to know, and make your own opinion, form your own opinion, make your own judgment. Because that's the only way you're going to ever come up with the real truth for yourself. And I have some very serious opinions on some stuff. But I'll always keep my mind open. I can always have it persuaded. But there are just some things I'm not going to change on the way I see it. And it's going to be in my opinion probably till the day I die. Because everything I've researched on certain things have always led me to the same opinion, the same thought. And there's proof out there. Plenty of it. You just got to look for it. Because a lot of that is about self-journey anyways, right? You can look for truth for others, but isn't it more important to look for your truth for yourself first? That's why I do research. When I was doing research for people, I wasn't just doing it for them. I was doing it for me. Because there was topics that I researched like 5 or 6 times, but every time I researched, I learned something new. I formed a new opinion, or something made me change my mind. A lot of that was, excuse me, one of my sons. A lot of that has to do with the history of this world, what's going on in our past. They don't tell us. A lot of it has to do with cryptids and aliens. There's a big surge of people seeing giants again, too. Are they coming back? Did the giants ever leave? I don't think they did. I don't think they were all washed away. But that's my opinion. And there's a lot of people that have that opinion, too. Yeah, I think maybe Saturday night, maybe I'll open up with you guys a little bit more. You guys get a feel what I'm really about. Because there's a lot of things I agree with Gemma about, but there are things too that Gemma, I don't agree with Gemma. But that's what makes this good, because she knows that I don't always agree with everything. And maybe I should express that a little bit more, make the conversation a little bit more interesting, spice things up a little bit. And that's what I'm hoping to do on Rumble. Once we get things going and she can get caught back up, bless her heart, she felt between her getting sick and me getting sick and everything going on, she kind of fell behind. She's still playing like catch up. Because on Rumble, I think I'd be able to talk a little bit more freely. YouTube is only going to get worse for folks. And I mean for everybody. I don't care what you do on YouTube. Once those 2020, once the new year starts and 24 elections come rolling in, you're talking about censoring. They're trying to censor everything now. I've always tried to do the right thing. I've had many temptations over my years, but I've passed and did the right thing. And boy, was it hard. It is hard. I've made my share of mistakes. I've done some, I wouldn't say really bad things, but I've made mistakes, done things that probably weren't cool. Never done anything really bad other than maybe trying to protect myself or someone I loved. But so all you can do is your best. Stay true to yourself and your loved ones. My youngest has been sick all week. Yeah, this stuff. Now I was watching some other channels I watch and streaming Ghosting one night, and a lot of them were saying that they've had this crap, and it just won't go away. It just won't go away. That's like a guy I watch, Beyond Creepy. I love his channel. But he says he hasn't put in a whole lot lately because he's been sick, and he's still fighting. And, it's rough. I get, like I said, I get the feeling really good. I worry about that because of his age. Now, he does real good for a couple of days or has a real good morning, but by the end of the day, he's pooped. And you can tell it's just crap. But we've been flushing down. We've been perking up. I feel better than I have. But I will say this. This crap attacked my Tourette's, my movement disorder. Because I still am, I may not appear it to you guys, nothing more than normal, but I have had a lot of problems talking since I've had this crap. It's messed with my throat. It's messed with my ears. Kind of messed with one of my neck and my hip. So whatever it is, it likes to attack your weak points and kind of hang around, because I notice when I start feeling crappy again, those are what starts hurting first. But I feel a lot better than I did. I mean, I've had my up and downs, but I've never had anything last as long as this has. And I know it's not to see. I did the test. Everybody's in the house has been tested. This is something else. Now, for a while, I thought it was that pneumonia stuff. I would think more it might be a form of that. But I'll tell you what, it's definitely part, the chest infection is probably the hardest to get rid of. I'm cut down. As you see, I haven't had I don't know if I was smoking when I came on, but I've cut down on the smokes. They'll probably be gone here real soon. I'm just trying to watch because the first time I quit, man, I gained a little bit of weight. It wasn't just not like I did with the prednisone, but I did gain a lot of weight because I was finding myself nitpicking. It's taking people down for sure. Yeah, it is. I don't think anybody's like passed on because of it, but it's definitely messing with a lot of people. That's the big thing. And I'm trying to lose weight. It seems like every time I try to quit smoking, nowadays I want to nitpick. So I'm trying to be a little bit more healthier about it. Now, see, the first time I quit smoking, it was just because I quit. I just one day stopped. And I couldn't believe I lasted 2 years. And then the divorce finished, and that's all it took to light back up again. I'm probably going to have one here in a minute because I am kind of nicking. That's what I've been doing now is I've been holding off until I just can't deal with the nit fit. And a lot of times I'll hit it a couple times, set it down, and it burns out, which is fine. They're getting too expensive anymore. I told myself years ago, when they hit $9, I'm done. Well, they're $9 now. That's the highest I've ever paid. Keeping them sick for up to a week to 10 days. I'm averaging now a little over 10 days fighting this stuff. There's moments I'm struggling. Seems like, but I will say this. One of the medicines that I stopped taking a lot of my medicine, except for the stuff that I needed, because I'm trying to cut back down. It's killing me. And a lot of it don't do no good anymore. But I do have this one Tourette's medicine I take that helps every so often. Well, I've noticed it's actually been helping more than usual. So I don't know if it's because I'm sick and it's doing what it needs to be at the right time. It's weird. Usually it just helps. Like I can take it, and if I don't take it for a while and then take it again, it helps. But if I take it every day, don't do shit. After a couple of days, it's useless. They're $9 now here. Now we used to be one of the cheapest places to get cigarettes next to Kentucky. But now we're $9. That's I'm done. And I believe in New York, they're like $12 a pack. I think Long Island, he smokes, he'd tell you. I know out west, out in California, they're expensive. Aren't they? Anybody who lives out there, let me know. Yeah. Like I remember buying my first pack of cigarettes. The first pack I bought legally was only $1.50. At least you could kill yourself for a lot cheaper. Sorry, YouTube. I didn't mean to sound like that. So I reneged that comment. The coffin nails were cheaper then. You see, I'm the same way, but see, I am so weird. $12 to $15 in Quebec. Wow. That's steep. You see, I'm the same way. I know that it usually takes 7 to 10 days for a medication to really start kicking in and showing the effects that it's should be doing for you. My problem's not with that. With a lot of medications, it either doesn't work or I burned. One doctor says it seems like I burned through it. I don't know what he means by that. It sounds kind of stupid. But I do know this. A lot of my problems is side effects. I have a lot of side effect problems with medications. And I'm just, it's either I take really low dosages and that don't do nothing. That's just like I'm wasting my money on something that, medication is a band-aid. Well, actually, I can't honestly say that because like the Nexium I take, it helps. I mean, if it's a band-aid, it's helped me. Hey, Louisa's Life, how you doing? There is some medicine that I don't mind taking because it actually helps. And I'm down to there's 4 medicines now that I take. And 3 of them I take twice a day. And that's one for high blood pressure. And I'm supposed to be off of it soon. My Nexium, which is for my acid reflux because of the esophagus, the Barrett's esophagus. I got to keep that acid tame. and something that helps my tremors at night when I sleep, because it's just strong enough that I don't sleep, but it's better than having rocking 1,000 miles a minute and having tremors at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So how you doing, Louisa? Good. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Finally, slowly getting better. We were just talking about that. So do I. Then I try to give you another med. Yeah. Now, see, my doctors have gotten to me now that they won't even, hey, take this. They just say, would you take this or this? Would you try this? If I tell them that, they don't push it. Better after a night off, work kick butt. There you go. Starting next week, I'll go in later, less hours. Oh, that sucks. But it's nice to have a little bit of, not as much. Yeah, when you see a commercial and the side effects of the medication sounds worse than the actual what it does for you, it ain't worth taking. Because I've always had issues with side effects. And painkillers, they're almost a joke with me. And so I don't mess with them, because usually a lot of people end up becoming addicts because of painkillers. Now, Gemma could explain that better, because everybody's different. I know that. But I was down 3. Now I'm on 8 or more. So I'm better. Yeah, you'll whittle down as you. They'll come and go. The meds will come and go. They're trying to work with your body to help it heal. There is purpose to meds. I'm not a big fan of them either. I mean, home remedies are good, but you got to those are even kind of try this, try that. It can be kind of Aziza. Bye, old fart. Well, hello to you too. I'm not smart. If you can come in here and be like that, just go ahead and go home. I'm not smart, and I don't claim to be. But I am an old fart, though. I won't deny that. Libitor almost. Yeah, see, Dad had to get off that stuff, too. Now, see, my dad's getting real quirky now, but he's not years old. He says, I just take because I've been taking it all this time. I'm 90, so I don't care anymore. But I'll tell you what, with this flu and stuff that was going around, I was really worried about him. But he actually does better than me at times. The only thing it does is, like I said, it wears him down. And he'll have to chill out for a while. So I noticed like today, he was pretty active today, but yesterday he would do real good, and then you see him come upstairs. He'd go down and work, come upstairs, and have to sit down for a while. So but he seems, I mean, he had it worse than just as bad as I did. He seemed to bounce back faster than I did, and he has just as many issues as I have. So. Okay. I'm being nosy. I'm good at that. Just checking things out. The past weekend, my granddaughter had strep throat. Now, see, strep throat sucks. I used to get it all the time. Strep throat and ear infections. Now it's not as much strep throat because they did all this work on my throat, in my voice box. But man, with me, it was ear infections were always the worst. Why so dark? Why was my room so dark? I did too as a kid. Yeah, my big thing was ear infections, strep throat. And you know what's funny is every so often I'll get strep throat and they'll go, oh, we should take out your tonsils. I think everybody in my family's had the tonsils and adenoids taken out. I'm the only one that hasn't. Oh, it does. It what that is I'm moving stuff around on my screen, Nicole, and if I pop up another screen, it makes my screen dark. See, watch, deep. I'm probably a lot darker now. Well, here, let me get on I think I had another. See, watch, it'll get dark once I put a dark page on. See, that's why. Now I'm flipping the screen around. I'm back. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I did that. That's funny. I didn't even mean to do that. At least it didn't take my stream off. That was cool. At least I know I can do that now. Because I know since I've come back, my screen's not glitching like it was. That's funny. Hey, at least you can get entertained on here once in a while. That's funny. Well, you guys had a good giggle tonight. Steve screwing up all over the place. Ghost Dragons acting goofy. Hey, it's 12:30. I went over my time limit, man. You guys are going to get me in trouble going over my time limit. That's too funny. I can't believe I did that. I'm surprised it stayed on. I was like, oh my gosh, I hope it didn't stop streaming. That's too funny. All right. It's not a time limit. I usually go 10 to midnight. And lately I've only been going to midnight if I make it because I've been sick. But usually I try to stay on as long as I can. I get tired just like you guys. It's not as much as I get tired. Now, I'm still feeling a cramp too, but a lot of times it's just I got to get up. You know, I've sat here for too long and I'm trying not to bounce all over the place and off the walls. So usually a lot of times when I go, that's what I need to do is get up and kind of run around. I only set a time limit, so, you know, I don't think it, and have we ever, other than a couple times that I've left early, we've always gone over like an hour or two, right? Most of the time, at least a half hour to an hour to, I think one night we streamed to like 3:30 in the morning. I would stay on all night if I could sit here all night, but I get too antsy. And then I start getting jittery. And then the tremors start going a little nuts. And I'm belching. Excuse me, folks. I can't believe I booted myself off. That was too funny. That was dead air. Hold on a sec, folks. I'm starting to get dry lips stuff. That's a pretty good sign that my time's probably just about up. I'm having a little foamy going on. It's not because I'm not dehydrated. It's because the tremor sometimes does that. Oh, yes. Okay. I can't believe I just can't figure to boot myself. That's hilarious. Anastasia, if you're still listening, I don't know if you came in here just joking and stuff, but I'm glad you came in and gave me a view. Thank you. I was too busy trying to figure out things. Yeah, that does it too, Lewis. But mine gets like I have dentures too. That's because of the chemo. Oh, chemo messed me up big time when it comes to certain things. But anyways, no. But even before then, every time my tremors get bad, or right before I have a seizure, or right when I know my body is starting to get a little antsy, I get dry. My ears start to ring a little bit. And that's how I know the tremors are either going to pick up or I have a little more than an issue. Now, and now don't worry. I always have my handy water. Actually, I stay a lot more hydrated than people realize. I think, yeah, you will. And I noticed after I had my issues, you see, I had a stroke in the sleep. And they think it was because I was rocking so hard, I just stressed my heart out. I'm telling you, I drank tons of water. And I don't think I ever stopped after that, because I think ever since that happened, I drink water, milk, coffee. I might have a can of pop every blue moon. It depends on if I'm in a mood. And I like my juice, like orange juice and stuff like that. But you don't want to overdrink that stuff either. So I basically live off of water. I probably drink maybe on an average pot of coffee a day. That's about it. It sounds like a lot, but it's really not. Now it's my lucky day. It's funny, Friday the 13th has been an unlucky day, but Friday the 13th was when I came off. But see, and really, everybody makes 13th and Friday the 13th so unlucky. It's all on how you look at it. Drinking water is good. Now, see, it's bumming me out because I had this thing that magnetized my water. You put it on there and it would stir the water. I'd get distilled water, put it on there. And this thing was like, you put it in a thing and the magnet underneath it would go around underneath it. And it would really, you could tell it was charged the water up. It didn't come back from when we came back. When the stuff was returned from the fire, it didn't come back. I was a little upset. That thing wasn't cheap. Yeah, water, juice, and coffee for you. That's pretty much what I drink. And every so often I'll treat myself to a pop. It's fancy, but man, I'll tell you what. They would charge your water up if you could find one. It's literally like you set it on there. There's like a magnet that spins underneath your water, and you put it in a glass jar, and it spins it. Oh man, I'm telling you what. Ghost is all fancy on us, yeah. But they didn't return it. I was a little pissed. God drink. Usually, this is what this is. This is distilled water. That's what I drink. I like tea. I'm not a fancy tea drinker, as one might say. I don't drink flavored coffee. Now, I like peppermint coffee. In fact, I just ordered some for Christmas. Oh, you've seen them? They are very expensive. I put some money into that thing. Did they place it? No. Well, it's pretty funny because it was probably about a month after they had brought everything back that I realized I didn't have it. I was like, holy crap. I was pissed. I'll save up and get a new one because they're not cheap. But man, they work. Milo sweet tea. I like Milo sweet tea. No, see, what they did was they just Well, after we started complaining about stuff that didn't come back to belong to my dad, they sent my dad another check. And it was a nice check, so he just stopped complaining. So I keep telling him, I can't, it's done. Everything's been done, finalized. I'm not going to worry about it. I'll just buy a new one. I'll save up and buy a new one. I think that one cost me like $400. I think it was like $379 plus tax. They're not cheap, no. I've seen even ones more expensive than that. I'm probably more expensive now. I bought that a few years back. Yeah, it's not cheap. But I'm telling you, if you can afford one, get it, because you're talking about charging your water up, that's the way to do it. I got a buddy. I may have to ask him if he can make me. But it like charges that water up. As long as you drink it within a little bit of time that you do it, and you can tell the difference. And I've always liked distilled water. People go, oh, there's a difference. I go, yeah, there is a little bit of a difference with distilled water. You can tell the difference between spring water and distilled water. I was tempted to get one. Yeah, they are nice. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's not that simple, but the process is neat. I actually had a friend where he would actually have the magnet underneath, and then there was a magnet you actually dropped into the water, and I'll tell you what, it does. It like supercharges your water. Now, see, it's like filtered water, like my filtered water. Yeah, I like filtered water, but you got to get a good quality filter with Z bubbles. There you go. See, that's the thing. I used to drink bottled water, and I still do every so often. But it's just I've just gotten hooked on distilled water, and when I was magnetized, when I was able to, it sucked because I went to look for it and I couldn't. I was like, no, they didn't return it. That's all right. I'll get a new one. I'm not going to fight over it. That whole fire thing was a nightmare in the first place. And now I'm watching my daughter go through it, and it sucks. And by the way, folks, she's still taking votes. She still made it on the round. I think this round ends. Hold on. See if I'm logged in still at Facebook. Oh, I am. Cool. Hold on. 1 second. How funny. She was still posting. 1 sec. I'm going to get this link up. Yeah, my daughter's still in the bake-off. So if you could go vote for her, I'm going to post the link here as soon as I find it. Come on, come on, come on. I posted it earlier, but I post all these gnomes and fairies and stuff for Gemma and dragons for me. Sometimes it takes me forever to go through to find things I need to find. There we go. And she is almost at the end of this round. So if you could go give her a free vote, I would really appreciate it a lot. Keep her going. Here's the link. Yes, she made the round, and I'll tell you here in a second. Let me post this. There's the link. And there's 21 hours left in this round. So, and they were having, I don't know if it was today or yesterday, they had, for every vote, they got 2 votes. And she's currently in 10th right now. So, get out of here. Yeah, she's currently in 10th right now, so I'd like to see her make another round. She was surprised that she made it to this round. I'm very happy for her. I don't know if she'll win, but we'll give her a good run. I'll do the best I can to make sure she gets a good run going. We tried with Gemma for the Scare Fest. It's almost the exact same type of thing. When Gemma was trying to win that contest where she would be with Halter and them and be an extra and all this stuff. Thank you, Louise. I appreciate it. I really do. And she does too. She just had a fire. So she had a baking business before that where, she had, and then now she has to start all over again because of the fire. So this is, if we can get her through it, that'd be nice. I'd like to see her win, but you never know. Amazing things happen. Sometimes they don't. But I appreciate all the votes. I really do. Thank you so much, Louise. I do, Louisa. A lot of people voted for her last time. In fact, the new person that came in here, what was it, for Gemma's replays Friday night? She even posted it on her site, on her Facebook page. I thought it was really nice of her. You're welcome. No, I appreciate it. I really do. I've been trying to push it. Cindy Lee's been helping me push it too. Bless her heart. She voted so many times they wouldn't let her vote anymore. She's such a sweet lady. You all are such sweet people. You ladies are the best. The guys that come in here, they're awesome. Some I kind of, but I have my reasons. But then it's a guy thing. I'll have a smoke with you guys, and then I'm probably going to call it a night. Probably shouldn't, but pack 4 days. They're the smallest, too. That's, I think, my longest pack this lasted was when I was sick. If I get rid of those things, I'd be happy. But now it's just like I'm nicking out, so I figured I'd go ahead and have a smoke with you guys, and I'll probably call it a night. Try to get up and get moving. I'm starting to get twitchy. Getting kind of foamy again. I hate that. Kind of worries me when my mouth gets real foamy because I don't know if you noticed there were streams where I get the foam, and then after the stream, I'd end up having a little seizure. And those are, yeah, I'm going to tell you something. Some of my best friends and some of my family who have smoked since they were like 12 years old have lived longer than any of the non-smokers. So, who knows? Yeah, smoking's not good. I feel bad because my dad didn't smoke cigars for years, and then after Mom died and passed, and after we moved in, he looked at me one day and goes, "I want a cigar." And I go, "Well, Dad, you're 88 years old, 87, 88 years old. If you want a cigar, you can have. I can't tell you no. You earned it." He's 90 years old, and he smokes probably 2 or 3 a day. And I told him, I said, smoking one cigar is like smoking a half a pack of smokes. So, and my mom, she quit for 10 years, and she was literally a 2 carton a week smoker. Yeah, in fact, I had a very close friend not too long ago, Chuck, a couple of years back, passed from lung cancer. Yeah, he was a heavy smoker. But he liked smoking cigars and cigarettes. He didn't have a cigar, he had a cigarette. Yeah, see, my mom was a big smoker. Dad never really smoked cigarettes. He smoked a pipe and cigars when he was in the service. And then when he got out, Mom made him quit. And then Mom turned around. And then my grandma told my mom, "You want to lose all that weight, drink coffees, and smoke cigarettes." That's what they actually told him back then. Which is bad, but I was like, oh, over the years, don't eat bacon or don't do this and don't. And then they find out later, oh, it's okay. How many years did they go saying, oh, coffee's bad? And then they find out coffee's good. Now they're trying to tell you, oh, if you drink it, everything is bad if you overuse it. Over excess is never good. Grandma and Grandpa quit. My dad's other brothers quit, as did my cousin. Now, see, my brother Mike was a heavy smoker. He quit. Tim quit. Both my older brothers were smokers. They both quit. I was impressed. Kept getting bronchitis. Yeah, that's kind of my problem too. Yeah, see, my problem is when I went cold turkey, I should have never smoked again after 2 years after that. That was my mistake, but I was stressing out. And when you're a smoker and you stress, what's the best thing to do? Light up a cigarette. Now, see, there was a while there when I smoked Marlboro Reds, I used to get walking pneumonia a lot. When I quit smoking Marlboro Reds and Marlboro Lights, I didn't get walking pneumonia anymore. Well, I still get it if I get real sick. Like, I think I had it a little bit when I had this crap. I think that's part of this crap that's going around is a touch of the walking pneumonia. Because it felt like it there for a while. Because there were days I didn't smoke. And it's not, and it sucks because when you're sick and all you want to do is lay in bed. My problem is I lay in bed and all I do is rock. As soon as I go to sleep, I start rocking. It's like, I'm not really getting any rest. I'll tell you, one night I kind of overdid the cold meds just so I'd sleep a couple hours. I think I slept a good 4 hours, but man, I paid for it. My body was racked. I was working overnight, going outside, smoke. Yeah. That's it. I said, when I worked, we were allowed to smoke. We were allowed to smoke inside. Then it all made you go outside because they made a big deal about everything. But then I took the breathing test and, oh, yeah, I kind of got yelled at, but that's why I make sure now see, when I was sick, and I've been a couple of days when I just started doing my Tai Chi again. When I was sick, I couldn't even do the Tai Chi. I couldn't go out there and breathe. I was hacking up stuff. My nose would just start dripping all over the place. Yeah, well, people don't understand when they think it's the cold that makes you sick. It's not the cold that makes you sick. It's going in from the cold air into warm air because the warm air makes bacteria grow. So if somebody's got the heat cranked on the house and you come in from being cold, actually, you're more chance of getting sick on the inside than you are on the outside. That's why they keep hospitals so cold. Everybody go, you go outside, you're going to get sick, man. No, it's when you come inside and you got the heat cranked at 70 plus, and you come in from somewhere that you picked up a bacteria, 2 to 1, that's what's going to trigger it is walking in that warm air. That's why a lot of people get sick that's why sometimes I get like a little head cold sometimes coming home after being in the hospital because you're in a sterile environment. Then you come home to a not so sterile environment. But I don't know, some hospitals lately, I don't know how sterile you would call them. Yeah, I had a full boy in the office. It's funny because I was watching an old video and people smoking in the movie theater while they were watching a movie. I was like, holy crap, I forgot about those days. I'm back. I'm surprised you're still on. I'm on. I'm going to go. Hey, Chris, how you doing, bud? I just talked about you. All bad, man. No, it was all bad. No. You good down there in Cincy? I'm hoping to come down soon. I got to go to John. I haven't heard from him. I need to find out the guy's okay. Yeah, Cindy, I was just going to have a smoke with him and get ready to go here pretty soon. I'm glad you came in, Chris. How you doing, bud? Good so far? Yeah, I didn't get to go see Godzilla again. I kind of wasn't feeling it. I wanted to, but they extended it, so I may go see it again. I've been caught up on Monarch. I'm loving it. I didn't know you were gone, Cindy. See your love so much, Cindy. We just know you get quiet and get busy with this grandbabies. People don't think that you actually left. Just woke up. Hey, at least she slept. I wish I could have. Though I admit, since I've been sick, I've been average about 2 hours. 2 hours is the worst sleep ever, but I am sleeping. At least my brain's getting a break. Cindy was out roaming around causing trouble. I'll have a smoke with you. Yeah, I'm just gonna have a smoke and hang out a little bit. Like I said, I don't know. I think Pixie is streaming tomorrow night. I haven't heard her for sure. She asked if I would be there for her, but I haven't heard Pixie say anything, so I don't know yet for sure. Now, Gemma is doing Oracles Friday night at 7:15. Then I will be here at midnight for Gemma's replays on Saturday night or Sunday morning. And if I get bored Sunday night after my cartoons, I may jump on for a little bit on a surprise. Just hang out with you guys if nobody's streaming. Depends on who's all streaming. See, if I knew Mike was streaming, LIB was streaming tonight, I waited until about midnight to come on. But I like my 10 to midnight. I kind of like this because if we go over, it really looks like I've been on here longer than I have been. Not awful. Not off again until Tuesday. Oh, bummers. I'll be working all week. Well, if I remember, Louisa, if Gemma will let me, I'll give you a timestamp. Just check the comments. In fact, I'll write that down. I'll do that right now. I'm good at taking notes. Louise. I can't trust my own spelling anymore. Yeah, see, I let Gemma pick the timestamps because she's the one that has to actually do the readings. So if she'll do a timestamps for you, I'll just check the comments, okay? Because like I said, I let her make those decisions. Depends on. I try to do this at the end of the night, and it all depends on how she's feeling. I mean, the last few work readings, man, when she was done. She was huffed. Okay. Well, she's streaming tomorrow night, midnight, Friday night, then me Saturday night at midnight, and then maybe Sunday. We'll see. I might pop in. And then she has her premiere video Monday at 11. Hopefully Saturday night I'll title for her premiere video and her members only video that will be on at noon after that. And then us on Tuesday at 1. Hopefully Vixen will join us. Or we can get Vixen on. I'd like to get Edna on. I'd like to get Chris on. He says he wouldn't be fun to have on, but I bet you'd have a good time being in here talking with us. Laura's tomorrow night, right? I'm hoping Laura's tomorrow night. Now, she asked me and somebody else's stream if I was going to be here for her Thursday night. I told her I'd be here, but I haven't heard anything since. And I told Gemma, if I don't hear anything by noon the day of, I may try to make plans because, you figure I stream. I'm here Mondays with you guys in the chat. Then I'm here with her Tuesday. Then I stream Wednesday. Then if she streams, I'm here Thursday. Then I'm here Friday and Saturday, one way or the other. Are you sure about that, Gus? No, I'm never sure about anything. Yeah, I noticed a bunch of people got. Yeah, me and a couple people were handing out members onlys. So some people got them. I don't know who gave who. I think I gave out like 10 or 20 of them. And I know a couple other people gave them out. I think Cindy, didn't you give, Cindy Lee, you gave a couple out, didn't you? Or somebody did. So I'm sure about that. Good. I mean, having me on, good. Why not? It'd be a good conversation. We could talk about all the little critters that come and visit you. And the critters you don't even know that come visit you. Because I bet you have visitors when you're asleep, too. You just don't know they're there watching over you. You're welcome. Yeah, if Gemma, I let Gemma decide on timestamps. Like, she gives a timestamp to KC because she can't always be there, but she's a person that's been around forever. Some of the people that are regulars from the very beginning. But we try to give, like people like you, we know are working and can't get off for it. If she can remember and I remember, I try to get you guys timestamps. She doesn't do more than 5 timestamps a night. That's a lot. So yeah, I got you written down. Louisa, and if she says to go, just like I said, just check comments to see if you got a timestamp in there. Yeah, I think I did yours, Edna. I think I got you and Chris. I'm not sure because that night there was a couple of us just handing them out, trying to give everybody a chance. Oh, Louisa, it's fine. I mean, you got to work. You got to work. You got to make a living. So, no. I may not be able to do it all the time, but I'll try to get you one tomorrow night. I mean, Friday night if you're not there. I've always felt protected, Ghost, even in bad times. In the bad times, I knew everything would be. See, I usually know. That's why I'm pretty much. Gemma doesn't. Gemma will tell you that not. It takes a lot to get me mad. You really have to cross the line and do something bad to get me mad. Even though I don't look scary, it could be pretty scary. But anyways, we'll change. Oh, I'm sure a lot of you guys people have people. Someone's always protecting somebody. Most of the time, you'd be surprised how many people don't realize they have somebody watching. And we all have an angel. I'm a rainbow baby. Okay. I was hatched. I wasn't a baby. They found me in a cave. They were going to scramble me, but they realized you can't eat dragons. I'm sure you can somewhere. You never know. I have a temper, but it takes a lot for me to lose it. See, I have a temper. My kids will tell you, man, you don't want to make my dad mad, man. He gets mad, he gets mad. And I tend to show my temper a little more with family than I do with everybody else. That's because family can easily piss you off faster than anybody. That's not true, but I'm pretty patient. I mean, Gemma is sometimes like, how do you do it? How do you stay so calm? Well, first of all, I've lost my crap, but sometimes losing it just makes things worse. It's better to stop and definitely. Everyone tells me the Lord saved my life. I'm still, hey, that's what I keep telling Dad. I keep going, I'm 90 years old. I think I'd make it this long. Well, Dad, you're here for a reason. Go with it. It may not be fun and frolicking all the time. We all know that. Yeah, it is, Chris. It is very healthy to let it all out once in a while and just go off and scream and just let it go off, because it's not good to keep it in either. Oh, you do see your heart? Well, we wish you luck. If Pixie streams tomorrow night, let it come in. If you're feeling up to it, come in and let us know how it goes. If not, let us know how it goes Friday. Yeah, it's important. I see, that's one of the reasons I go down in the woods and beat on the trees, all the broken trees and stuff, and run around. Because that's what I do. I go down there and let it all out every so often. I used to do it in a gym. I can't, like a banshee. How funny. Twitchy, twitchy. What time we got here? Okay, I'm about ready to call it for the night. We gone to 1. We went for 3 hours. I'm happy with that. Hopefully we'll go all night Saturday night. Excuse me, for Gemma's replays. I got to get up and run around for a few minutes and work off some of the shaky shakes. Yes, I will keep you in my prayers tomorrow. Hopefully you get good news. Hopefully they can change some of your meds up. I'm too impatient. We're all impatient. Edna, believe me, you'll get through this, honey. You will. But I want everybody to have a wonderful night. I am going to call it. I got to get up out of this chair and get moving. Hopefully get myself to chill out myself. Be patient, and then I'll see you folks either tomorrow night or Friday night. And I'm sure we'll let you know sometime tomorrow what the deal is with Pixie. We're already pushing Gemma's Oracle readings Friday night. Okay. I'll keep an eye out for it, Cindy. I showed you saw me show the ones earlier, so I've been keeping them so I can. I'm trying to make sure Gemma sees them too. So you all folks have a wonderful night. Have a blessed night. Have a good day tomorrow, and I hope to see you tomorrow night if Pixie streams. And please, please, please have a good day tomorrow. And I shall see you guys on the flip side. Have a wonderful night and a good day. Take it easy, folks.